Hey folks, Randy here with Doing Cut and Trim. So, September has ended. The drought is still going. Although, in the past 7 days, no, not even 7. In the past 4 days, we have gotten right around 10 minutes of rain. I mean, well, drizzle. Spit. God may have just been spitting and it fell on me. I don't know, man. It wasn't much, whatever it was. So, I went through Service Autopilot because I like to track my numbers. I like to track the happy numbers, like how much money we made. That was not a happy number last month. I like to track how many lawns we did, how many different services, which is kind of a joke since we don't do anything else for the most part. And but I also keep track of how many lawns we skipped. And boy, we set a record this month. So once all the numbers were tallied, we had skipped 101 properties this month. 101. That is a lot. So yeah, we skipped 101 properties, and revenue was down 38% over the month before, which is definitely a bummer. My August and September numbers are almost identical every year, so that's kind of a reliable metric, generally speaking. But this time around, it did not work out the way we would have liked. That being said, we're still fine. It was kind of a bummer, but is what it is. It's just, honestly, the thing I realized is that I really should have built up more customers in the beginning of the season. I didn't advertise. I have to double check this number. I think we spent $15 on advertising this year, and because we were getting so many customers, I just didn't think it was necessary to do. And honestly, now I'm really kind of kicking myself for having done that. Excuse me, because if I had just allowed myself to get overwhelmed when during the season, half the year I basically am not working anyway. And if I had just allowed myself to get overwhelmed when it was nice and hot, then once it stops raining, I would just feel normal, But I mean, what are you gonna do? It is what it is. But yeah, this was by far the biggest, I think double. I think before this, the most lawns we'd skipped in a month was 50, and that was our mini drought last year. So yeah, it was yeah, definitely disappointing, but it is what it is. We survived and are surviving. The nice thing about mowing this week is that a lot of the lawns I'm mowing today got skipped the last time, and so they've had about a month to grow, and the grass hasn't grown, but the weeds have, so I'm gonna start advertising as a weed cutter, not a grass cutter. So I hope everybody else is working out. I hope nobody gets any chili mufflers, man. That's a bummer and a half. It's Randy Doing Cut and Trim. Have a good one.